Understanding Secularism. This is the preamble of Constitution of India. In this, India is said to be a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic and republic. We know that India is a secular country. This means that we have the freedom to follow our religious belief. There is no violation of fundamental rights in the Indian Constitution. According to the Constitution, there are few principles of secularism. First is establish democratic and secular system. Second, no religious domination. Third, no enforcement of religion by the state. Fourth, religious freedom not to be taken away by the state. To implement these secular principles, the government of India works in three different ways. First is distance, second is non-interference, and third is intervention. It uses the strategy of distancing itself from religion. This means that the Indian state is not ruled by a religious group and nor does it supported by any one religion. The second way is non-interference. This means that in order to respect the sentiments of all religions and not interfere with religious practice, the state makes exception for particular religious community. That is, while driving, Sikhs are not allowed to wear helmet over their turban. Third is the intervention. The state is intervening in religious in order to end a social practice which creates discrimination amongst people. For example, in India, Constitution has banned untouchability which separates lower caste from upper caste of same religion. A secular society balances the needs for the good citizenship without compromising any individual needs. Significance of secularism. Secularism is a backbone of a democratic country. It is must for a country to function democratically. Almost all countries of the world may have more than one religious group living in them. Whether this religious group, they will must likely to be one group that is in a majority. If this majority religious group has access to state power, then it could quite easily use their power and financial resources to discriminate against and persecute persons of other religions. Their cruelty of majority could result in the discrimination and at times even the killing of the religious minorities. The majority could easily stop minorities from practicing their religion. Any form of demonstration based on religion is in violation with the rights that a democratic society guarantees to each and every citizen irrespective of their religion. Therefore, the cruelty of the majority and the violation of the fundamental rights that can result in one reason why it is important to separate the state and religion in democratic society. Another reason that it is important to separate religion from the state in democratic society is because we also need to protect the freedom of the individuals to exit from their religion and accept another religion or have the freedom to interpret religious teachings differently. With the 42nd Amendment of the Constitution of India enacted in 1976, the preamble of the Constitution ascertained that India is a secular nation. So preamble means what? The face of the Constitution. It also states that India is a secular country that doesn't promote any religion. It go along with all the religion together. And that is what secular nation, that is our country India is. Secularism in India. According to Constitution, India is a secular state where everybody is free to adopt any religion. No religion's community dominate another. All the members of a particular community are equal. The state does not enforce any particular religion nor take away the religion's freedom of individuals. There are various ways to stop the above domination. First of all, India uses a strategy of distancing itself from religion. The Indian state is neither ruled by a religious group nor it is supported by any religion. To implement this, government spaces like law court, police stations, government schools and office are not supported to display or promote any one religion in India. The another way in which Indian secularism works to stop the above domination is through a strategy of non-interference. It means in order to respect the sentiments of all religion and not interfere with the religious practices. India has made certain exceptions for particular religions community. Indian constitution guarantees fundamental rights that are based on these secular principles. However, it does not mean to say that there is no violation of these rights in Indian society. It is precisely because such violation happen frequently that we need a constitutional mechanism to stop them from happening. The knowledge of that such rights exist make us sensitive to their violation. It also enables us to take actions when these violations take place. Changes in the Constitution. Our Indian Constitution is prepared by our Constituent Assembly, which had representatives from different communities. The Constitution was brought into force on 26 January 1950. Since then, many changes have occurred in India. The Constitution too has to adapt to these changes. As a result, it has to be amended. A process whereby a change can be brought about in the Constitution is mentioned in the Constitution itself. Changes in the Constitution are made through a process called amendment. Now, our next topic is all about how Indian secularism different from that of different democratic country. So here we will compare our Indian secularism with the USA, that is American secularism. Let's start. First, amendment of the US Constitution prohibits the legislature from making laws respecting an establishment of religion or that prohibit the free exercise of religion. So in USA, no government encourage any one religion. They never fall into the matters of religion. If there is a matter of religion, then they don't interfere. That is the government of USA. What is meant by the word establishment is that the legislature cannot declare any religion as official religion, nor can they give preference to one religion. In the USA, the separation between state and religion means that neither the state nor religion can interfere in the affairs of one another. So here, government, that is the USA government, will not interfere in any of the matters that is related to the religion. So religion and government both are different part. If any such cases occur regarding religion, then government will not interfere in that. Government will not try to solve that problem. That is what the secularism of USA is all about. Now let's talk about our Indian secularism. Unlike the strict separation between religion and the state in American secularism, in Indian secularism, the state can intervene in religious affairs. That means the government can interfere. Why? Because the government is not strictly separated from religion. It does not maintain a principled distance between religion and state. This means that any interference in religion by the state has to be based on the ideals laid out in the Constitution. So what the concept is trying to say here is, in India, the state is government. Alright, here the state defines government. So in India, the government can interfere into the matters of religion when there is a chaos, when there is a riot between the religions. Alright, so that interference should be on the basis of the laws of the Constitution, the ideals that are laid in the Constitution. So on the basis of that, Indian can interfere into the matters of religion aspects. Alright, so that is what the concept is. In America, government doesn't interfere. A government will not see only what the problem is. If there is the problem is related to the religion. But in India, the government can interfere. But government will interfere only as per the ideals, as per the rules and regulations that are laid out by the Constitution. So here we end with this chapter. Thank you.